Okay, Coach Fraser, thanks for being here.
That's right.
So, you're a graduate of Leeds Beckett University, or Leeds Met as it was back then. What did you study?
I studied business studies, so I went to Leeds Met, which it was originally back in 2008, graduated in 2012. Played football at the uni from 2009.
2009, and that was the very first team, wasn't it?
That was the very first season we ever played. So we had 2008, we had an associate game, which was just a friendly, and then we actually entered the league in 2009.
Okay, and your first season, how did that end up for the team? First ever season playing football. Nobody had ever played before, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and no one had ever played before either. So it was definitely an experience. I think we had like 2 guys who had played before. I think we ended up going 6-2. We should have actually gone to the playoffs that season, but I think we lost out on a technicality, I'll call it.
You came to American football. What sports had you done before that?
Before that, I'd played rugby league from a kid. So for a local club back at home, I'd played rugby league, rugby union a lot, and then I've done a lot of judo in the past as well. So from the age of about 10 to 18, judo was my kind of main sport, which is pretty useful for American football.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is there much of a crossover between judo as a martial art and American football?
Well, judo is a lot about using people's weight against them and using people's movement against them, which is exactly the same as American football, really, especially on the offensive line, which is where I played.
Yeah, and are you finding that that's quite useful, your knowledge of judo, passing that down to the kids now as you're coaching them?
Yeah, there's always little bits I can pick up from that in terms of breaking balance or using people's kind of momentum or weight against them is really useful in that kind of position, and useful for all positions on the football field actually.
And hand placements and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
Technical side.
Definitely, and where to give someone a bit of a shove, or where to give someone a little bit of a pull where you can to put them off balance is all really useful.
Brilliant. You moved into coaching after graduating, and you coached with the men's team.
Yeah, so I started off with the men's team. I spent a couple of years at the men's team with a few of the coaches who now coach here. And then I ended up coming to the academy. I think it's kind of when it first started kicking off, really, and probably its second ever proper year ever it was ever established, actually.
Around about 14, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
14, yeah. And that was with Dale. You got quite a camaraderie with Dale, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. That was when I think it was probably the year after we took the 17s to Brit Bowl. I think it was me, Dale and Will at the time. I think that was the only coaches we had at the time. Yeah, we went pretty far. We didn't expect it at the time. We were a very new team. We were kind of still getting used to the game of under 17s. But yeah, we did well those first couple of seasons, and it's just grown from there. And then my role's changed. I've gone up through. I don't really have much to do with the under 17s anymore, but I've gone up to the under 19s, and then recently gone back down to help the Creed out as well.
So tell us a little bit about your work with the Creed.
Our Creed are our younger under 17s, I would call them. They are still, in my eyes, under 17s. They still are assassins, but they just need a bit of that extra kind of support to get their confidence up in terms of playing contact football. Obviously, they've come from playing the UFL, which is great, and they've got some great skills. Just need a bit of help with their contact. And obviously, our under 17s squad are doing great at the moment. So they're doing well in Brit Bowl, and they're going to go really far, but some of our other players just need a bit of a helping hand and some time to build up their confidence with tackling and just getting used to playing football, which is what we want to be doing and making our players as best we can.
So as far as any parents who are thinking about sending their younger kids up here and worried about contact, the Creed has been designed specifically for that.
Yeah, definitely. It's a slow introduction to contact, so we're not putting them straight into hitting each other, but we are building the contact up really slowly, week by week, just getting their confidence up and just making sure they're happy with contact before they then go into the proper assassin squad as it may be later on.
To just tell us a few words about playing the sport, what that brings to you as far as friendships are concerned, and what benefits that has.
Yeah, definitely. So from playing the sport, so playing at uni, I would say that pretty every one of my mates who I've kept after uni have played football. So they're all from the football team, and that's how I met people when I moved to Leeds. That's how I met friends when I moved to Leeds, and they've carried on being my mates since that time. With Dale or Dragon, as we call him, which is a bit of his nickname. He was the QB when we played at uni. So I was the centre and he was the QB. We had obviously a pretty close relationship in terms of where we were on the football field, but also spending time watching film. We used to spend a lot of time watching film together, actually running the club. So the year that I was chairman, Dale was my kind of second in command, who helped me organise things and made sure everything was running to kind of how it should actually be run as well. So yeah, that's where I've built most of my friendships from, actually, and then that's carried on to the Assassins as well. Obviously we've got a great group of coaches here as well, so those friendships are really strong within this group.
So in essence, it's bonds that are made on the football field that have brought you beyond. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. But also bonds made within coaching as well. So there's coaches here who I've not played with, but those kind of coaching bonds have actually made us as very good friends as well.
Which leads us on perfectly to the recent marathon event that you took part in. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the cycle ride that you did, the Tour de Prem?
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about Calms, the charity.
Yeah, definitely. So we did the Tour de Prem this weekend. I'm sure you've probably seen something about it, but one of our coaches at the men's team had a great idea of cycling to every team that we play to in the Premiership next season. To start with, it was his own idea. He was all going to do it on his own. He was just going to take a backpack and a tent and just do it one weekend. But we managed to say that we'd all do it. So there was 4 of us in the end, plus a support driver as well. So we ended up cycling from Derby all the way up to Stirling, stopping at Nottingham and Durham as well. So it ended up being about just over 400 miles for the 4 days. So about 100 miles a day, give or take a few.
And the significance of the stops?
They were all the teams that we're going to play next season. So we play Nottingham Students and then we play Durham as well. So they were the 4 teams that we're going to play next season. We managed to meet either a team member or a coach at each of them as well and get a photo. And it was all for Calm as well, which is a male suicide prevention charity, which is a great cause. They're quite a small charity, so it's quite good that our money that we've raised is going to go towards making a difference there as well.
Finally, is there anything you'd like to say to, first of all, any kids who might want to come and play at the academy?
Yeah, I'd say come to the academy. The academy is a great environment to learn about football and to get involved in football. It's a really friendly environment as well. And just come down. There's always something you can do here, whether it's playing for any of the age groups or whether it's refereeing or whether it's coaching. There's opportunities for everyone here. There's no way you're ever going to get turned away from getting involved within football here.
And what about for people who are a little bit older who might be thinking about starting coaching with us?
I'd say just come down, chat to us. We're all a friendly bunch of people, and we're kind of help you along. Actually, one of our players, Owen, he's probably gone home now. He's actually behind us.
Now, yeah.
He actually coaches for us with the men's team. I think he must be 13, 14, but we're kind of getting involved with the men's team and kind of helping his coaching journey that way, which is great to see. So there's always opportunities, whether it's with the academy or whether it's with the uni men's team as well.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much, Coach Fraser, and thanks for speaking to Assassins TV.
Cheers. Sick.